Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cable Plus Property Show. I have with me a repeat guest. He is the chairman of TAA Limited. He is the managing partner at Toyin Ayinde and Associates, Town Planner Olutoyin Ayinde. We're honored having you again on the show.
Pleasure.
Okay, that leads me to your appointment as the chairman of the tribunal that investigated the 21-story building collapse in Ikoyi. As at the time, there were allegations that because you're a planner, there will be cases of favoritism, and all of that. So can you share with us how that experience was like and what practical lessons you think professionals in the beauty environment can pick for that?
Okay, it was a privilege for me to be appointed the chairman of that tribunal. When I had a phone call from the governor and I was informed that I would be involved, my thought was that as president of the institute, I was going to nominate someone to participate until I got a call that I had to be at the venue of inauguration, and I was appointed the tribunal. But the first challenge I had as chairman of that tribunal was to defend my integrity as a town planner. Because the first thing was that, this is not a town planner, they will cover things up. That was the first thing. And such views come from experience. There are town planners and there are town planners. There are people who have stood their ground, who have done good jobs. There are also those who have disappointed people. And so it was from that angle that people were looking at it and said, it must be because this government wants to cover something up that they made him. But, in a few days, I was able to gain the confidence of my members. I remember one of them looking at me and saying, Chairman, I like you, because I had convinced him that this was about professionalism. So the fact that some town planners were found culpable is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate in the sense that they were not found culpable on their profession. The tribunal did not find them culpable. They didn't find them wanting in terms of town planning practice or activities. And that is why, as professionals, we have to be careful. We have to know more than our profession. We have to know administration. We have to know a little bit of legal implications of the things we do. There are a lot of things that we do that we do not consider the legal implications. For example, it was a tribunal that the governor set up. It was not a committee. So it was a tribunal. So it had the force of a magistrate court. So before a court, you will swear to an oath to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. In the court of law, if you do contrary to what you said, it has implication, and it's heavy implication. So it's not a place you go and you say something and then you want to twist it. The lawyers will take you up. Don't forget that in that tribunal we had 2 lawyers who were there. So it's unfortunate that what got those town planners involved was not their own profession. Because if it was their own profession, then they would have been referred to the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners. Now, you know what? You have to interrogate these people and confirm whether they are truly your members. But what they did was against the state, not against the profession. So what they did was not what caused the collapse. And don't forget, the tribunal was asked to look at the immediate and remote causes of the collapse. So when you are given that kind of assignment, you look at pre-action, you look at action, and you look at post-action. So one of the things I learned in government in those 4 years, I learned that prayer that they offer in Yoruba, that say kọ́kọ́ ìjọba má ṣàyàn lẹ́sẹ̀. I knew it in those 4 years because I found out some things that some people had done some years before, and you just need to call them back and say, come and explain. So I used to tell people, I said, whatever you do that in 10 years after you have left office, they will call you to come and explain. Don't do it at all. So it's saddening that it's not on the job that one learns that one is found to be lacking, but on mere ability to state things as they are, ability to express things as they are. That's what caused the situation that we now find.
So were there other professionals that were, found wanting in the act?
Yes, in a collapse, particularly in a building as complex and as intensive as that, there will be a lot of things that could cause the collapse, and there were a lot of things that were wrong based on our report. A lot of things were wrong, but you see that even the developer did not live to tell the story, because on his own too there were things that he did. If he was alive now, probably he would be facing the courts. He would be in prosecution right now. So other professionals too were found to have done some things in their own field, and what the tribunal recommended was to send them to their professions, because it's based on ethics. They are ethical things, and each profession has an ethics and disciplinary committee to set up. In fact, by the time they are done, they can even prosecute them. So those recommendations were made, but it's good for me to say here that they were made to the government.